What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This video we're going to be looking at a make your work mobile device basically here. So again, this is kind of in that series where if you're working remote, we want you to be able to work anywhere. And this multi-device Bluetooth wireless backlit keyboard from, I'm going to try to say this, Chesona, I don't know, Chesona. If you can pronounce it better, more power to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the specs, features, everything that they advertise on the box. It is a 7-color adjustable backlight display, scissor switch, which means better touch response on the keys, easy access to tablet and phones, and their swipe gestures. And this has got wide compatibility, 1 keyboard, 5 devices. Holy moly, it's a tech orgy. Oh, kids, don't look that up. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up. We've already popped the seal, but wanted to get the full effect. This is what you get. Get a wrapped keyboard. Go ahead and unsheath. Get a USB-C cable. Yay! You also get a little dongle, IR dongle. So if you want to make this not Bluetooth, so you got 3 different connectivity methods. It looks like you've got Bluetooth, you've got actually maybe cabling this up, and then you've got the IR type communicator device, which doesn't really list that on the box. Usually those kind of things are like listed on the box. So let's go ahead and throw all that good stuff aside. Put it out here for display. Let's actually look at the keyboard itself. So thickness, weight, we'll get into those specs. It is a little heavier and thicker than some of the keyboards that I have reviewed, but that is to be expected with this kind of a built-in stand. And up to 5 devices. It's got this ridge in the back. You do have some little rubber feet to keep it from actually sliding. And it says number of keys 100, rated voltage is 5 volts, rated 800 milliamps, and then that nice little serial number there. So there we go. That is the device. You also get a little manual, multi-device, 2.4 gigahertz, plus Bluetooth wireless backlit keyboard. So there's your wired 2.4 gigahertz connection. USB-C charging cable user manual. So this must just be a charge cable versus actually plugging this in. So I guess you have 2 means of connecting. Bluetooth and then the 2.4 gigahertz. Let's see, Type-C port. Let's see if we can get to the actual specs. It's got a function lock, Bluetooth channels, obviously up here. And let's see, number lock, power, Bluetooth channel, function keys. So you've got a Mac OS and a Windows OS system. So you can actually use it on both. It also works for iOS, which I'm assuming it would also work for iPad OS and also Android. So you've got almost everything covered except really Linux. So yeah, I don't know, since they don't list Linux. A lot of people do run Linux. Don't know for sure, but let's see, different ways to get the keys, connections, blue lights, yada yada. I'm looking for the specs. Here we go. So let's see, we've already talked about the amps. Product dimensions is 362 by 145 by 19 millimeters. Press any key to wake it up. It has a 2-hour charge time. Connect distance is 10 meters. And continuous working time is 48 hours with the backlit function, 450 hours without. There's a huge difference there. It's got power saving mode though, so don't have any operation in 10 minutes. It will shut down. You can hit 1 key to wake, so it's got a hit key wake. And that is really it. So I might have to get out the scales and tell you the actual specs on the weight. It's a little heavy. So anyway, let's come back. I'll put my iPad, my phone, we'll connect it to here. I'm not going to go 5 devices crazy here or anything like that. I just want to give you a brief overview of how quickly the response is to when you type and when it actually shows up on the key or on the tablet. Don't want any latency there. And then also, let's look at the backlit keys. Really, people like that. So we'll be back, guys. Alright guys, welcome back. So what we're going to do here is go over the keyboard's functions and features. And so I have my 11-inch iPad sitting in the tablet holder, and it pretty much takes up the entire thing. I tried the 12.9, not going to work. Okay? And even if I put it up and down horizontal wise, 12.9, not going to work. Alright, so this is going to be for 11-inch tablets and smaller. So let's go ahead. I've actually paired this already. So let's just go in and just do a quick little typing test. So I'm just going to come in here and do this is I'm not left-handed. So pretty standard. It works. There's not a whole lot, but I want to go over the pairing process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the iPad aside. I'm going to take my iPhone, and we're going to go through the pairing process here, so you can see how it works. Alright, so I'm just going to put my iPhone front and center, and we're going to short press the 2, this is like the Bluetooth channel 2, and the little light comes on, and now we're going to hold it for 3 seconds. And now this starts flashing. Well, it did. It quit. Let's do this. Short press 1, 2, 3. Now it's flashing. And then I have a Bluetooth keyboard to pair. So I'll go onto my screen. I'll say pair. And now we've paired with my iPhone. So this is Bluetooth channel 2. My iPad is Bluetooth channel 1. And what we're going to do is swap between the two, and we'll see how quickly that it actually swaps. Now, one thing that I'm going to make you aware of, this is designed to try to have multiple, like your phone, your iPad. So if I set this horizontally, it's not going to fit with an 11-inch tablet. But if I set my iPhone in here, no case by the way, a case on your iPhone, unless it's super thin, not going to work. And this is what I mean. This is the case I had on mine, wouldn't fit. So just a heads up. If you want a MagSafe wallet, it will work. It leaves enough space down there that you can get your phone in there with a MagSafe wallet. As long as you got about that much room, you should be good to go. But one bad thing, I put in my iPhone in here, and the keyboard kind of wants to be top heavy and kind of bring it up off the ground. You see that? See that? So I can't recommend this keyboard when it comes to trying to do your phone and a tablet bigger than 11 inches, or I guess 11 inches or 10 inches even maybe. I mean, this isn't thin and heavy by any means, so to have that actually create lift in the keyboard is a little bit of a concern. So I know they mentioned that having it like that is good, but not in my testing. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to use my MagSafe wallet that actually doubles as a stand. We did a video on this, Peak Design. Let's go into notes. Let's create a new note. And we're going to try to swap. Put this here so you can see it. Alright, so I'm typing. Type. Oh, typing over here. So I'm going to swap back to 1. It's going to swipe back to 1. Oh, and it did catch it. Let's get in here. So we're typing over here. Now I'm going to swap back to channel 2, which is now over here. That's pretty quick. So I'm typing over here. Let's go back to 1. Boom. So you can see the handoff, it works pretty well. No concerns there. Swapping between devices is actually pretty quick. And again, this is in the Bluetooth mode. If you wanted to use the 2.4 gigahertz with the dongle or the little USB plug, you could do so. So now let's go ahead and I want to look at the backlight keys. And you can see that the function keys, it types really well. No issues with the feel of the keys. I've been typing on it a little bit before this video, obviously, and it feels good. So it's got nice tactile feedback. Okay, you're not going to have any problems, I think, with the keys whatsoever. So yeah, no issues. So let's go ahead and take the typing test thing here. So I'm going to dim the lights. We'll be right back. I want to show you the backlit colors, how bright they get, different colors and range, and then we'll come back and wrap up. Alright guys, welcome back. This is as bright as it gets. Let me turn off the iPad. There you go. So you can see the backlit keys. This is the green, blue, pretty dark blue, yellowy green, kind of aqua, kind of like that one, purple, a little more on the maybe whitish blue, back to red, green. So there you go. And I mentioned it's got a couple levels of brightness. So when I'm hitting function enter, that's changing my colors. If I hit function shift, that's going to bring my level of brightness 3 different phases. What do you see? 3 different levels of brightness, 7 different color schemes. If that's what you like, there you go. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Would I say that this keyboard is worth purchasing at the current price? You know, if you're gonna just use it for like a maybe a 10-inch tablet, you know, I'm a little disappointed that I can't get my phone on there with a case, or just with this tablet alone without having some tilt in the keyboard. If you're just going to do one tablet like this, I think it works. But yeah, if you're going to actually try to expand and put your phone in here, I mean, this is a multi-device keyboard, and you know, it's kind of made to have multi-devices in here, and if it's not going to hold your devices steady, to me that's a flaw. So I might steer clear of this keyboard and look for alternatives, as I've reviewed some others that don't have this issue. You know, and I would think maybe this needs just to be a little bit thicker down here. I mean, it's going to add weight, I can see that, but this may not be the best design for keeping it, you know, not being top heavy. I mean, maybe this is just too high and it needs to be less thick here. So my overall opinion is the keyboard has nice backlighting. It's very responsive, and the tactile feedback is very good. I think it's really good that it has up to 5 different devices. That's probably some of the highest numbers I've seen yet on a Bluetooth keyboard to manage multiple devices. But if you're going to fall short on allowing those multiple devices to be set up on your keyboard, then that kind of negates the whole purpose. So for me, that's a no. I'll have a link in the show notes. Check it out. If you feel like it's still something that you want to, you know, purchase, maybe you don't care about having multiple devices on this actually tablet-y stand, and you just want to manage a desktop, for instance. You've got your desk and you've got a couple iPads, a phone, and maybe a computer or a laptop or whatever, then hey, this is a 5-device managing Bluetooth keyboard, or one via 2.4 gigahertz. Keep that in mind. And it travels. Is it super light, super thin? Not the best out there, but it does work as a portable keyboard as well. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the show, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.